Madame Dora was on the forefront of a completely new style in portrait photography to make people feel at ease in her studio. She was famous for her charm. This is what people loved. She was a darling of Viennese aristocratic society. Other photographers would look at her images with envy. Dora Kallmus called herself Madame Dora. She came from a Jewish family in Vienna at the turn of the century. She was one of the first women to run a successful studio. She was portraying the most important culturally involved people in Vienna, later in Paris. Journalists, painters, musicians. This was the time where this big change happened from illustrations to photography in the magazines. And she was the first studio in Vienna to take this on. You can see how women of the beginning of the century tried to create their own individuality in front of the camera, with Dora as a partner. After the First World War, the society she was born in just dissolved. This made her decide that she had to leave. In Paris, in her first decades, Dora stayed with the same sort of clients, with the world of new fashion. And there again, she was in the forefront. She would focus on the quality of the dress. Balenciaga, Jean Lanvin, Elsa Schiaparelli. Here, a Chanel that I think one could wear today as well. And I love this ski ensemble. You see how timeless these dresses or coats were. She and her sister underrated the Nazi danger and reacted too late. Her sister died in a concentration camp. Dora was only aware of her death after 1945. She herself had to sell her studio in 1940 and was hiding in a small village in Vichy, France, till 1945. And then, of course, she had to start absolutely anew. Everything was lost. The world of the magazines had changed. Dora would never have a big studio again. She took her camera and went into the apartments of her clients. When she took the photographs in the refugee camps after the Second World War, for the first time, she's taking photographs of other people than the rich, famous and beautiful. The people who were still in the camps were old people who could not work, single mothers with children. The portraits look very much different from everything she did before the Second World War. In her diaries, Dora compared Jewish people in concentration camps with the industrialization of killing in slaughterhouses. She would not focus on the industrialization of killing, but on single animals, and even seemed to give them kind of a sensibility, individuality, and of course a feeling of disaster and distress. Every photograph has so many different layers, and it's not only about portraiture or fashion. Madame Dora never would talk of herself as an artist. For her, photography was a means to help people to present their personality.